Whoa, that funnel cloud was pretty spooky. It had a lot of folks nervous and hoping that it would not touch down near our houses and cause a bunch of damage or even get us hurt. It is good to keep an eye on those funnel clouds if and when they form, and it's good to take cover if need be. Everyone, that is, except the tornado chasers, they get into their cars, vans, jeeps, and trucks, and they drive off to meet the brewing funnel head on. They watch and film the funnel cloud. As winds get faster, the cloud spins in tighter and tighter circles. There's the storm chaser off to go find the funnel. About half the time, a funnel cloud breaks up and disappears, but at other times, a funnel cloud drops down from the sky and touches the ground. Touching down turns a funnel cloud into a tornado. Some people in Tornado Alley call it a twister. Chapter 4. It's a twister. Every tornado or twister has its own color, sound, and shape, and each twister behaves differently. Usually, a tornado's color matches the color on the ground. Reddish dirt makes a red tornado. Some tornadoes are gray, and others may be gray or brown. Tornadoes can sound like 100 jets taking off, or 1,000 roaring trains, or 1,000,000 buzzing bees. But some tornadoes, like the ones on the open plains, make very little noise. The sounds are caused by objects that the tornadoes hit or pick up and carry. So it's the things that are inside the tornado that's helping to make that sound. I see a bicycle inside this one. A tornado's shape may be its strangest feature. People describe tornadoes in many different ways. Someone said one tornado looked like the trunk of a giant elephant. It sucked up water, dirt, trees, everything in its path. Then it rose into the sky and disappeared. People have said that tornadoes have looked like barbershop poles, hourglasses, wobbly spinning tops, slithering snakes, or even a giant lawnmower. This twister mowed down a strip of trees in a forest. So it looks like a lawnmower that went through a whole forest. Tornadoes also do different kinds of damage. A weak tornado might blow off the roof of a house but leave the wall standing. A strong tornado can splinter a house to pieces. Only a bathroom or inside closet may be left standing. Super strong tornadoes can send pieces of wood sailing through the air, only to land like porcupine quills in a mattress. So we are going to pause to check for understanding. All right, our first question is, if you remember right, which months of the year do tornadoes most often occur? Is it January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, or December? There's actually 3 ones that are the main ones that they usually occur. They usually occur in April, May, and June. So good job if you remembered that. But then remember that they can occur any time of year. Our next question for you is, what is the average number of tornadoes in Minnesota yearly? So this is here in Minnesota. How many do we see on average? Is it as few as 1 or as much as 70? What's your guess? So our average number of tornadoes in Minnesota yearly is 41. Now many of those you won't even see because they're little and they touch down quick and take off. But every once in a while we get those bigger ones that we need to take cover. So what areas of the world do they most often occur? So this is a picture of Tornado Alley. It's referred to that because if you remember right, cold air from up here by Canada mixes with warm, moist air from down by the Gulf of Mexico. And in the middle where they end up colliding is where you see the most tornadoes. So that's anywhere from Kansas to even where we are in Minnesota. That is Tornado Alley. Okay, so I know you've heard about tornadoes before. Do you remember what kind of things you should do if you think there's a tornado coming or if you hear the sirens? Remember that the sirens, we'll hear them once a month, and usually on the first Wednesday of every month. And that siren is just a false alarm. It's an alarm. It's just checking to make sure that it works so that if there ever is a real tornado, those systems are okay. But if you ever hear a siren that is not the testing alarm, what should you do? So the first thing, of course, is to get to a safe place. And this book has a couple of tips about that. It says, never ever chase a tornado. Leave this very dangerous job to the experts. In a tornado, stay inside a building. It's safer to be on the lowest floor, a basement or cellar if there is one. So get into your basement. Which reminds me, I need to clean out my under the stairs so I can have a safe place this summer in case that happens. Go to a bathroom or a closet that is in the middle of the building. Close the door. Cover yourself with something big like a mattress. So do you want to go to somewhere where there's a lot of windows? Absolutely not. That tornado can shatter those windows and send glass flying. So you want to go somewhere where there's as least amount of windows as very possible. If you're outside, go inside. If you can't, lay face down in the lowest spot you can find and cover your head with your hands. Remember, in a tornado, there's going to be a lot of flying debris, and that flying debris is flying fast and hard. So you do not want it to hit your head or parts of your body and cause you injury. So that's why you want to cover your head. If you're in a car or a mobile home, get out. You're better off in a solid building or a ditch. So if you're in your car or in a mobile home that doesn't have a basement, you're better off being outside in low ground, the lowest ground you can find, and cover your head. All right, well, we hope that no tornadoes visit us this spring or summer. But we know it can happen, and now we're prepared if it does. I hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later.